Why MyPro? Why this opportunity? Why am I here? Who is Mike? Who is Mike Knight in MyPro? There's a reason I'm here. And I always believe that if you do things right, you work hard, good things will come to you without looking for them. And I believe in this program. The reason I believe in this program is, number one, is that the way I want to put it together. So many times I get excited, I go online and I read immensely. I go into websites, I look for exercises, I look for tools. And then I get so disheartened because they put that nice teaser video together for 2 minutes, and then you order it and it's a guy with a handheld camera, and they've made something that I just went, why did I just buy this? You know, so $30, $40 out. I haven't learned anything. I throw it on the shelf because I'm too lazy to return it. What I want to do is I want to give you flexibility to create your own program. I want you to do things that you've never done possible. And the biggest one is that I want you off the treadmills. I want you off the ellipticals unless you cannot do anything else. You know, you go into a gym and there's two worlds over there. There's the men who will pound weights till there's no tomorrow, and they're not going near the cardio section. Then you get your women who feel that's, oh my God, that's the only place I can burn calories, and they're going nowhere near the weight section. Well, now we're going to encompass two. We're going to encompass both of them and make both feel comfortable. And I don't care how big you are, I don't care how small you are, I don't care how weak you are. This fits everybody. From 14 to 80, I have them all. See, what we do is we have two worlds out there. We have what's called the box gym, your big box gym players, and that's what we're all used to. And that's, you know, and there's a society out there now called CrossFit, and I think we've all been here long enough to know the two. Well, what I've done is created my dream, and that's opening up 2 Art of Strength facilities and coming here to MyPro to share you my ideals, my passions, and my beliefs. And I took this world and I took this world and collided them together and brought you the best of anything. It's not about the workouts. It's not about the tools. One of the things we'll focus on and we'll get into are kettlebells here. And people say, well, I do kettlebells. I said, really? Do you walk in the gym and go, I do barbells and I do dumbbells? We're going to teach you that it doesn't matter what tool you're using to get the job done. And that's the beauty of it. I could train 5 people at one time. All people will have different tools. Don't get caught up with the weights, the different objects, because in essence, I don't even like to refer to it as lifting weights. I like to refer to it as moving objects. A lot of my objects don't even have numbers on them because we don't care. And that's the beauty of it. You know, when you get into a gym, remember I told you about the 135-pound bar curls and then I went down to the 45? That was a tough thing for me to swallow because everybody's watching. So what you do is you get that competitive nature. Well, this one's going to use 90s and I got to lift these even though you won't move them the right way. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try over a period of time to get you to stop thinking about how much weight is in your hand. First movement, first focus on form, and then the weights will come. And they will come. If this moves, and it moved well, we'll give you the next one. If it didn't move well, we're going to work on it. And that's what I'm going to do. We're going to work on a bunch of different tools you've never seen before. We're going to integrate them. One thing that will excite you, and I'm going to tell you this now. We're going to build 2 foundations. One's called the Vintage Progression and Corrective Strategies program. That's number 1. That was designed by Art of Strength. It's exclusive to Art of Strength, and it'll be brought to you first by MyPro. The second thing we'll move on to is the second tool I believe in, and is probably the most powerful tool on the planet Earth, and that's the Russian kettlebell. We'll keep it simple, but we will introduce it. And then we move on to number 3, which is where most people start, and that's the barbells and the dumbbells. So we're going to keep 3 tools in hand today. We're going to work with Vintage Progression, we're going to work with the kettlebells, and then we're going to move into the box gym. And we're going to put 2 of them together. The thing I'm going to give you is that the exercises you see, you will be able to perform. It's nice to see all these cute exercises online of trainers going crazy and doing things that you and I know neither one of us could do. Maybe 5% of the population can do. Everything I show you, you'll be able to do. The second thing is, and probably one of the most important, is that my clients would all tell you, is that when you're coming into my gym, when you're picking up MyPro, and you're going to that app, and you're going to that workout to see the circuits I put together, most of my clients come in with anxiety because they don't know what they're going to get. And that's what I want you to get. I'm going to give you workouts that are going to be intense, creative, make sense, are doable, in the house, in the gym, on vacation, you can take me with you. But they're going to be creative. We'll use different objects, different tools. If you have tools, we'll use them. If not, we'll make modifications. But the biggest thing is the way we put the circuits together. They will not be normal. They will be fun. They will be intense. And if you don't have one now, find someone to do it with, because they will be intense. So I know you're probably sitting back going, well, who is Mike Knight? And why is that my pro? I'm not a person that goes out searching for, you did this, you did that, and so on and so forth. The biggest thing I always do is, if I did things right, if I did it hard, and I worked hard, things would come to me. Well, I spent so much time and effort on these things that I really didn't care about the notoriety. But since you're here, let's talk about the notoriety. Who are my clients? First off, there's Chris Hemsworth from the movie Thor. Yeah, I'm the one responsible for that guy in that body. Then I was fortunate enough to run 2 Lion mini camps. That's 42 NFL players. That's the fat kid. That's the opportunity I had because of the passion in my teaching capabilities, the same ones I'm going to give to you. Then there's people like Mike Modano, the greatest U.S. American skater of all time. And there's Stevie Yzerman, the captain. He will be known that throughout Detroit for the rest of his life. Now the general manager of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Then there's Chris Draper. Then there's Daniel Clary. Then we go to the Detroit Lions, which is Steven Peverman, Dominic Sue, Matthew Stafford. That's who Mike Knight is. Not to mention the other 400 other clients that are just like you. I guess it's important to have a resume. I never really cared about the resume, but since you don't know who I am, but you will, it's important to know the people who have entrusted me, not only with the workouts, but their careers. So yes, it is important when I have millionaires walk in my door, not because of who they are or what sport they play, because they're coming to me and I take it very serious, because not only are they walking into my door to be trained, but now I have their livelihoods at stake. He or she is coming to me with a family, with kids, and this is what they do for a living. I can't get them hurt. I have to make them better, and they have to trust me and believe me just like you do. That's why I'm at MyPro.